Hello and welcome back to the Nasty Metal Turkish channel here, YouTube, and welcome to another box set showcase. Now today's box set showcase, of course, as you can see from the title, is for the Tygers of Pan Tang, the MCA Years box set, which was released back in 2017 through, of course, Caroline Records, which of course was the same box that they even released the Warlock box set, which I also own, and at some point in time I might even do show that one too in a box set showcase too. So with that, just want to make a little quick intro. So without further ado, let me get into actually showing the box set. So with that, let's go right in. So here's the box here, front, real nice detailing, of course, using the artwork for Crazy Nights. So there, front, the back, which of course then you get all the album covers for the 5 other discs here: Wildcat, Spellbound, Crazy Nights, The Cage, and of course, which is actually at the BBC 1980 to 82. So of course then year date. Again, released in 2017. Released, of course, MCA and Caroline. So there's the spine. All right, now time to open up the box. So which opens up like this. So it's more of a container than like a slip-in. So a box container. All right, so here's our booklet. Close that there. See what we got inside of here. Inside, that'll be, guess, page 1 maybe. So there's your cover for the Don't Stop By single. One for Hellbound. Something that they definitely seem to connect also kind of. Here, Love Potion number 9. Of course, all of this is like a little essay or like a whole write-up, maybe interviews and so on in there. There's also another version of the Love Potion number 9 single. Probably the most, probably the most common cover here. There. We're single 7-inch single album covers, one for Rendezvous, or at least both of them are. There. At the back, which also has a Japanese single for the Love Potion number 9 single. Something that they seem to neglect showing any of the 7 inches for either like the very first, like the Don't Touch Me There 7-inch, and the Euthanasia 7-inch, and so on. Some of the ones that were released prior to like either Wildcat or to promote the Wildcat album. Kind of something there, but either way, there's your booklet. Now let's get into any of the actual albums here. So the first one here is Wildcat. So there's the front cover there, back cover, definitely replicating the original LP, so it doesn't state any of the bonus tracks here, which there is some bonus tracks, which are actually right over here. Rock and Roll Man, All Right on the Night, the cover up Tush, and Straight as a Die. Some of those were all B-sides to some of the singles for this album. So there's the back. Now, CD. Classic album. Just a classic debut new wave of British heavy metal album right here. Just a stone cold classic. Great album. Alright, now for disc number 2, if I can now get the box open, which will be for Spellbound. So we got the front cover there. Back cover. Again, same simple format or layout. just going by the original back cover for the album here, the original MCA pressings. So it doesn't state any of the bonus tracks, which the bonus tracks, just like here, are going to be found on the back of the box here. So there you go. Don't give a damn, don't take nothing, and all or nothing. All or nothing is actually a Small Faces cover. Still, some of those were like, I think, outtakes and stuff, and were maybe seen as B-sides and so on for the singles for Spellbound. So, there. And disc. Again, just like with Wildcat, it's a fucking classic album. I mean, yeah, this definitely does have a lineup change. No longer Jess Cox is the vocalist here. It's, what's the guy's name here? John Deverell. And of course, also along for the ride is new guitar player John Sykes. This was his debut for at least a major label debut. It's again a fucking classic album. To me, this is one of my personal favorites from Tygers of Pan Tang, along with Wildcat. It's a fucking great album. So there is disc number 2. Now on to disc number 3. It'll be Crazy Nights right here. Oops, sorry for the camera shaking. I don't want shaky cam. All right, so front cover here. Again, classic artwork from Rodney Matthews, who of course did the artwork for bands like Premantis, Diamond Head, as well Nazareth and other bands. So, fucking great cover. I think also for Magnum as well. So front cover, back cover. Should have also point out, this is by the one out that this is really interesting that for a back cover, because of the track listing here kind of differs for a bit, because of this is actually the back cover for the Japanese pressing, instead of the regular European pressing for this album. So it's really kind of something that they chose this because of. In here, they used, in the actual song track listing, the songs Stormlands and Slip Away are used, are actually mixed into the album, which is really interesting. Normally they were just, again, for a lot of the regular European pressings, those two songs were just a bonus 7-inch that came with the records. But on the Japanese pressing here that they're using the back cover from, they actually mix the songs into the actual track listing. So it actually, instead of being, it's like 9 songs, it's now bumped up to about 11 songs. So that is a real interesting thing that definitely caught my eye wall every time pulling this set out to listen to this album. I just noticed that, which you can see right there, which will say made in Japan, pressed in 1982. So it's pretty damn crazy, actually. So back cover now, the disc, nice orange color. This is an album right here that definitely gets slagged on at times. I mean, yeah, it's not nearly as raw and heavy as Spellbound and Wildcat, but it's compared to the album that I'll probably show on after this one, I actually like this one way better. This is at least in the album that now I'm going to show after this one, which will be disc number 4. To me, if I have to really rate these, it would probably go from oh god, I have to be quite honest, right here, I'll probably make an ass out of myself for actually trying to rate any albums. But to me, these 3 albums for me, these slew of 3 albums is, to me, great slew of albums. This is like, to me, where it's like I stop at Spellbound, at least to know Crazy Nights. I stop at Crazy Nights when listening to Tygers of Pan Tang. I think it's a criminally underrated album right here. And of course, this was actually produced by should be right here, Dennis McKay, who of course produced for bands like Pat Travers and even Judas Priest. He had produced Stained Class. So that's again another plus for me in my book. It's I think he did a great job and still giving them I mean, a bit of a cleaner sound, but still rocking and heavy, and it still at least retains some of that new wave or British heavy metal feel to it. It's definitely a favorite, and this would be also the last one for John Sykes on guitar, because he would then leave for like Thin Lizzy after this album, and then of course then play with Whitesnake and then start Blue Murder. So to me, this is another classic album, and definitely an underrated album from Tygers of Pan Tang. So that's disc number 3. Now on to disc number 4, which would be The Cage, right here. So here's the front cover there. Back cover, again, same layout. It's using the original MCA back cover, so it doesn't list any of the bonus tracks, which the bonus tracks are actually listed over here. Which I don't get why they're using two. It's to me pretty fucking excessive to use the other 2 versions for the song making tracks. Oh my god. It's not even one of the best songs even on the fucking album, but I'll get to more of that. So, actually, if you want a really good fucking track off of here, it's Laugh at Crime, right there. So, there you go. Now, CD. Great, fucking bright green color. But yeah, compared to Crazy Nights, this album actually is not that very good. I mean, I try to like this album, because, I mean, it's not the worst album I've heard, but no, this is, comparing to, let's say, of course, if you were to go by Cloudy Mauler and compare this to Wildcats, this is a big fucking miss. This is such a misfire. But at least comparing to, let's say, Spellbound and Crazy Nights, this is just a really big step down, no matter what. It's a damn step down. I mean, there's some decent, fine songs on here, but this is just a far cry from what they were. I mean, if they added the song Life of Crime on the actual album, it would have saved in many ways. That is at least a good heavy rocker, and at least still would have been a nice, at least it would have at least still retained a bit of that. But this album it's not that great. It's not that great. So let's definitely move on to the very last disc, which would be disc number 5 here, which of course is At the BBC. Which was, again, 1980, 1982. So there's your front cover there. Back cover. There's all your track listing for there. Which, of course, includes the BBC in Concert March 1981. Which, actually, the full concert just got reissued or released on CD about a year ago or so. Actually, no, 2018, it actually got a... The 2019 actually, 2019, it actually got released, the actual full concert for this, this is actually for at least a little snippets from this concert here, listening to it. I want to get the actual full concert. This is actually a really good, it has a lot of fucking energy. This is actually really good sounding, really good. And then of course, you got the BBC Friday Rock Show, 11th April 1980, which this has Jess Cox on vocals. Another real cool listen. And of course, the Reading Rock Festival from 28th August 1982, which this would have been on the tour for the Cage album. And so, there you go. It's okay. I mean, compared to at least the sound on the album itself on Cage, I think some of these at least sound a little bit better. But still, not all that good to talk about. So there you go. That's there's the disc there, which is just again plain black. So there you go. There is all the CDs right there. Very cool. Again, this was released back in 2017. It's a great, pretty nice put together box set. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this. Every Thrash I say I'm out. And I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.